Welcome back to the channel. There's gonna be a few videos about things that I may even not wanna discuss, but I think it's important for you to know about some possible issues that can cause nosedives and other things that you really wanna avoid. So the only reason why I'm making this video is the awareness of possible issues and to prevent further damage to you or your boards. So what happens when you're riding for a long time and nothing fails on your board? You gain trust in your board, and that's actually not good, because when everything works great and you trust your board fully, that's when you will maybe ride more recklessly or wear less protecting gear, and then when a potential failure happens, then it's bad. So was recently with my VESC OW that has over 5,000 kilometers without a single critical failure, and I just went for a random city cruise without a lot of gear and nosedive pretty badly for a very stupid reason. I was dumped from my board like a bag of potatoes. The worst thing is I was then riding home and nothing weird happened. Usually when I experience a failure, I want to get to the end of it, and that's the right thing to do. If you don't know what happened, then there's a very big chance it's gonna happen again. So how to prevent it? Stop riding that board and start digging and diagnosing what happened to find a solution. That's what I did with my VESC OW. I was not riding it for like a month because I didn't feel like digging into the issue with my quite severely damaged elbow, and now that I finally did, I found the reason. It was not easy to find because it was working most of the time. Because of the whole nature of the issue, with very weird values from the sensor being shown to me, mostly working okay, but occasionally having some random values, I was not even sure it's the sensor's fault, and I was trying to diagnose the controller. I changed the whole wiring of the sensor, then eventually I pulled off the grip tape and found out the issue actually is on the sensor, and it's on the very edge where the cable from the sensor is going in the footpad. While on this board I'm using actually an old stock XR footpad, which was additionally clear coated. The edge is far from sharp, but it's still not perfectly smooth. I was very surprised that the sensor cable is damaged in a very weird way, because it looks like the bottom part of the wire is not damaged at all, but only the internals look damaged, which is pretty weird, but I can't really explain you how this happened. The fact is the sensor is broken, and this is 100% the reason for my nosedive. And the most important thing is for you to know that this issue can happen, and you should maybe check it out if you have potentially a sharp corner there. Let me make it clear, I'm using these sensors for quite a while and I'm gonna continue using them. I think they're awesome, but such potential issues needs to be known to us. I think that's not the case because I asked plenty of people and nobody knew about it. The sensor in this topic is one of the early V3 sensors. I talked with Carlos and I was assured they were reinforced after. I can't comment on that because I don't know. Anyway, the purpose of this video is for you to know that this problem exists, and maybe you should inspect your sensors when you're changing the grip tape. And if I can prevent a single person from nosediving by posting this, I'm gonna be very happy. So knowing the issue is there and this is possible to happen, I cannot explain you why it happened and why this wire is so easy to get damaged. I thought it's made from like a metal film, but apparently it's not, because you can easily burn through it with a soldering iron. I think it's made by a vapor deposition process. It is metal, but it's very fragile, and that's what you have to consider while installing it. It also doesn't look worn out, it just looks burned inside, and that's something I really can't explain. So when I'm gonna install these sensors at any future board, I'm gonna smoothen the edge way more than I did on this one. Maybe it's also good to add additional isolation, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, let me know in the comments if you wanna see more videos about that, because there are several similar topics I have prepared for you, but I'm not sure I even wanna publish. I experienced a motor failure I can talk about, and several other things. All of those can be prevented if you know about them soon enough. We all learn by experience and sometimes by mistakes. That's the only way how we get things done better and hopefully perfect one day. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Also, please don't let me know that disabling moving faults is a solution for that, because it's not. All that does, it covers up the fact that you have an issue with your sensor, and this is not a long-term solution. It's only a short-term solution if you need to continue riding with a fault, but this needs to be fixed, and the only solution to safe riding is to have a sensor that works as it should work.